Red Bun means we're live, a casual take with your boy Stephen Pepper, here to give a take off my chest. So we're in that like weird spot in mid-July in sports talk where there's just like nothing to say, but I want to still keep the daily process going, even though I didn't record yesterday. So I thought I'd come on here and talk about Superman, a movie that I saw on Thursday, big blockbuster movie that I have a lot to talk about. So let's get right into it. I guess I'll start by saying this. I thought Superman was really good. It just wasn't great. Like it wasn't bad. It wasn't even mid. It was really good. I had fun watching it. I'd see it again. I'm excited to see where the DCU goes next, but it didn't feel special. Right? Like when I left Sinners, I knew right away, oh, this is all-time stuff. This is movie of the year. Didn't quite get the same feeling from Superman, which frustrates me because I really wanted to, right? Like I had a ton of expectations for this movie. I was super excited. I was so excited for this movie that I saw it opening night. I haven't seen a movie opening night since Endgame, and that was 6 years ago. That's how excited I was to see this film. But my entire experience, I just noticed that something was off. And I think it was because Superman was super much. And I know what I just said kind of sounded a little corny with the wordplay, but bear with me for a second. It just felt like there was too much going on in this movie for a single thing to feel memorable, right? Like from the characters, too many of them, too many plot points, too many narratives, to we're giving an awkward feeling that I was watching a sequel. Like it threw us in this pre-established world and it was trying to one up it like this there was a first movie. But the problem is this was the first movie. This is our first introduction to this new era of Superman. I'm not asking them to burn the first 30 minutes of this film retelling the origins of Superman because everyone and their mother knows that. But this is the first movie, so you still have to ease us in like we've never been in this world before. So my take is I still thought Superman was really good. Don't get it twisted. I liked this movie. I had fun. But I thought it could have been special. It could have been that film if it would have just told a more narrowly focused, sharper, true Superman story. Okay, like forget the rifts, forget the portals, forget the dimensions. I don't need all that stuff. Just give me Superman, give me Lois Lane, Clark Kent, Daily Planet, Jimmy, S out the chest, give me the telephone booth, and we'll figure out the other stuff later. Just give me a classic Superman story. But you can kind of tell throughout the film that James Gunn couldn't get out of his own way. Not only did he have to hit a smash home run with Superman, but he also needed like the perfect launching point for the DCU. So he had to throw in all these characters like the Justice Gang, who, don't get me wrong, I really like the Justice Gang as characters. I thought they were fun. I can't wait to see him in other movies, especially Mr. Terrific. I thought he was actually the MVP of the film, but they just felt out of place. Like, I don't need these guys in the very first Superman film to be saving the day all the time, to be fighting Superman's battles, okay? It just takes too much focus away from Superman, which brings me to my second point is that wasn't Superman. What was that? I mean, I came for a Superman film and I felt like I got Superman on 60% of battery life, right? Like the movie literally starts with Superman on the ground, bleeding, gasping for air, getting beat from a fight that we didn't see off screen, which goes back to my point about being the sequel. And then he immediately runs out and gets his ass beat again on 85%, what was it, 83% life, strength. The guy was nerfed the whole movie. Like, I get that Superman is Superman, and he's like godlike, so it's really hard to write a story about him without nerfing him so you can bring in stakes. But getting his ass beat 90% of the movie was definitely a choice. The fact that he couldn't even win his own battles and he needed saving from a dog or Lois or a Justice Gang member was definitely a choice for the first Superman movie. I came for Superman, right? But we got glimpses. It's not like there wasn't glimpses. There was glimpses. I thought maybe the best scene in the movie was when Superman saved a skyscraper from falling on this woman in her car when she was escaping on the bridge. And Superman rises from the ashes, rises from the debris. And it was aura. He just looked Christ-like. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's Superman. The nerd in me started getting butterflies. I needed more of that, but we didn't really get it. We just got Superman on like 60%, and we get all these other characters, which we don't need. I just thought the movie would have been better off on telling a more classic Superman story. And if you want Superman to be this slow, or do you want all these other characters, you could focus that in the next movie or so. But this is the first Superman movie. But I don't want to sound like I'm complaining or being too critical or I hate this movie. Because, again, I really like this film. I had a lot of fun. There were some really cool moments. Saw this with a lot of my friends. If you or someone else hasn't seen it, I'd recommend it to somebody. I'm excited to see where the DCU goes next. I'd give this movie like a B or something like that. if I was like a teacher in grade school. I thought it was fun. My criticisms of this film don't come from a place of hate. It's more of a place of like disappointment that I really wanted this movie. I had so much expectations coming in that I really wanted this film to be special, especially since DC has just been a stinker in the last decade. And although the movie was good, it just wasn't special. And so since I had such high expectations, it did fall a bit short. And I think in the end, it was because Superman was super much. There was just too much in this film going on that needed to be a sharper story in order for it to be more effective. But let me know what you guys think on Superman. I appreciate everyone for tuning into this episode of A Casual Take. Follow my social media to stay updated on all things related to the show. Until next time, see ya.